God bless and great day, everyone. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for another blessed day. It is KingT420SCC here, back with another great reaction video game. But before I get into the video, I want to thank everyone who comes and shows support, likes my videos, comments, subscribe to my channel. All the support and love that you guys show, I really appreciate it. I'm really grateful for it. And once I get up there and I'm able to start doing give backs, I'm going to do a whole lot of give backs just because I'm thinking about those who started with me and who've been rocking with me since the beginning. And if you see this video and you've been rocking with me since the beginning, comment your name in the comments so I can make sure that I know who was here in the beginning, because we're going to definitely come back and bless those. All love. So we're going to jump right into it. Let's get it.
You know who I blame for picking the worst men to love? In elementary school, I was told he is mean to you because he likes you. I was never told that only applies when you were a child, that when you were grown up to run to men who are unkind, who use you for your beauty and waste your time. It's embarrassing, frankly, that I only know how to love someone if it comes with tears, that I never broke the habit of believing when a man seems distant or downright indecent. It's just a game. He likes you. But at what point did it become different than the boy during recess who pinched his crush? He's mean to you because he likes you, so I let them be mean. I wait for the likeness to turn to love. Maybe then I'll be worthy of kindness, but it never turns to love because I picked the wrong one.
She's not lying, though.
I'm always drawn to the villains in movies, the characters designed for the audience to hate. I have this insatiable need to fix people. I'm attracted to brokenness. I ignore my mess by cleaning up others. Does that make me the real bad guy, or just the girl who her crush pinched in the playground, or the hopeless romantic who let it go? Damn it, I would have married you. Funny how you never stuck around to stick it to me. The day I learned that love makes you kind, maybe then will I be able to pick the right guy.
Okay, so she said, does her being kind and helping want to fix people and all that, does that make her a bad person? No. Does that make her the bad guy? No, that does not make you the bad guy. What makes you the bad guy is you always pick the bad guy and you skip over the good guy. That's what makes you the bad guy. So, moving right along.
And then why girls prefer the bad boy over the good guy?
Please tell us.
Because a hero will sacrifice you to save the world.
Such a lie.
But the villain will sacrifice the world to save you.
That's even more lie. That part was even more of a lie. The villain ain't saving nobody but his damn self. But moving right along.
So has been a terrible person, or did you choose to marry somebody with red flag tendencies? And both can be true. But the reason I want to ask that is because when you look at it like, oh, this is the person that I chose and he's flawed and I chose a flawed man, you can take more personal responsibility there. But if it's just that, oh, my husband is
we all human though, right?
My husband is this, and this, and he's so annoying and blah, blah, blah. Well, now you're at the mercy of if he's ever going to change, then I guess he'll be better.
Pretty sure you have some flaws he doesn't like.
I chose this man. It's just like if you go to a car dealership and then people tell you this car is as is. And you're like, okay, let's get it. You're just so happy to have a car.
You're just not on TikTok talking about it.
You don't go test drive. You don't do nothing. You don't look under the hood. You just drive off with it, and it's as is. And
as is.
2 days later, something's wrong with the engine. You can't bring it back.
You can't. She's not lying.
Now you gotta take it to the mechanic and deal with it. So it's the same thing. Like once you choose this man,
he's there. He's yours. You married him.
You chose, girl.
You married him.
He's doing those things that we talk about, the toxic traits.
I like how she did it.
An adulterer, addicted to
substance, abusive.
That's your basic male package. You kind of got to work with him. So whatever flaws and qualities and irritants he has after you marry him, you can't try to change him. You just got to love the man with his flaws and all.
You picked. Like, that man was your choice. Like, I don't see why you don't want to love him. You picked him. Jesus Christ. Moving right along, right?
Why do we miss red flags when we're dating and in relationships?
Why do y'all miss red flags?
This is a question I get all the time from clients. How could I have missed that red flag? Why did I ignore that red flag? And the answer is because you're projecting onto the person that you're dating. You're projecting onto your partner. You're projecting an image of who you want them to be. You're projecting an image of who you think that they are. You're projecting an image of their potential. And all of those things see reality. So you can maybe sense that there's something off in the relationship or the connection, but the projection in your mind of, oh, but we could have such a great life together. Oh, but he'll just grow out of this. Oh, but la-ti-da is your way of bypassing that truth in your body that you're sensing and the warning sign that's actually coming through in reality. And so this is how we miss red flags. We have to learn how to step away from projecting onto the people that we're dating and actually learn and embrace sitting with reality.
So, what she basically just said is you need to stop projecting the person who you want to be with onto the person that you're actually with. Start to embrace the person that you're actually with, and you'll learn the person that you're actually with. And maybe there are some areas where you can help them home and become more of the person that you want them to be. But for the most part, you have to accept them naturally for who they are. And that's just how life goes. Moving right along. Me completely ignoring all of his red flags just because he has curly hair. See? 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 That's what I mean. Y'all can't just ignore all the red flags. That's like y'all can't do that. And then y'all be mad talking about ain't no good men out here. Ladies, y'all gotta stop doing that. Y'all ignore all the red flags and then skip over all the good men. Listen. This video, again, is the reaction video to you get treated badly because you skip all the good. Like, it's the truth. Moving right along.
My name's Kayla.
Ignoring all the red flags because he's tall, smells good, and can dress. Wow. And moving right along. Me ignoring every single red flag because he's the one for me. I'm severely delusional. She's severely delusional. She's severely delusional, gang. Moving right along. We're going to keep it moving.
What was the biggest red flag that you completely ignored? Within our first year of living together, my laptop broke, so I borrowed my ex's to print out a document. And I noticed on his desktop there was a document labeled Life Goals. And I didn't think anything of it. We had talked a lot about our futures and what we wanted out of life. So I assumed there was no harm in clicking on it. So I skimmed through it. There's a lot of stuff I was expecting. But then under Love Life, it said, I want to find the one. I mean the one. If not, I'll stick with Annie.
Oh, wow. Look at her face.
Also, I found a document saying he wanted to join a gay orgy on my birthday.
She had to throw that in there because she was, she was so upset, y'all. She was so upset. Her feelings was hurt. Her feelings was hurt. We're going to move right along. Uh-oh. I didn't pay attention to the red flags.
How I managed to ignore the red flags. So this is what happened. This happened years ago. I was dating this guy. My kids were in elementary. And so I met him, and on the first day, he gave me his number. I gave him mine. He called me 7 times on the first day.
Uh-oh.
I get to my car because I didn't know I had left my purse in my car. And so I called him. I said, see where you called me? And he said, yeah, I thought you gave me the wrong number for a minute. And I said, no.
Oh.
So as time went on, you know, we started spending a lot of time together. He wanted to spend most of my time with him. He was a big spender, but I had children. So one night he calls me on the phone and he says, I need to see you tonight. I said, well, I can't see you tonight because my son has a lot of homework. He said, oh, yeah, I'm going to see you tonight. And if I can't see you, I'm going to kick your door in.
Oh.
So I said, what did you say? I pay attention now. Story time.
That young lady say she pays attention now. She say she don't skip no red flags now. She see them all. I'm moving right along.
Fucking therapize me right now, but
why am I attracted to lonely and broken men, laughing my ass off?
I always tend to attract lonely and broken men.
Oh yeah.
And those are the guys that I like find myself
attaching
really hard.
She put it in the
like,
universe.
I just want to be there, like patient, listening to them, waiting for them to heal, because I think at the end of that they'll choose me. But they either don't, or it never pans out, or something. It never pans out. I think I'm also lonely and broken, so maybe that's why, like, you know, the lonely and broken people just like gravitate towards each other. I don't know why. I can't just like respect myself and be like, no, that's not for me. Like, I meet someone who's like kind of whole and like secure of their identity, and I'm like, no, we don't have a deep connection. I don't know what I'm saying, but don't therapize me.
Sounds like she's lonely and broken herself, and wonders why she picks all the lonely, broken guys. It's so crazy. Like, I don't understand it. So, you know, again, you guys get treated badly because you skip good. Stop skipping good. Stop skipping the red flags. Okay? I'm moving right along.
Completely obsessed with the guy, even though he treats you like shit. When you finally go over him, you're like, what the hell was I thinking? That's because you got hypnotized. Most women are so used to getting attention from bottom tier men they would never date. I'm talking about men who hit on every girl in an almost creepy way and play the numbers game. Now, if all you've eaten is dirt, even moldy canned tuna is gonna taste good when you come across it, okay? That's what happens when you finally come across a man who's 6'2". Your mind plays tricks on you and makes him seem greater than he actually is, even though he treats you like shit. This is the first guy you've come across who's attractive and makes good money, and because of that, you're hypnotized. So you justify the red flags and remember those
maybe you chose him for the wrong reasons.
You had. Those same standards are suddenly on the floor and you let him get away with it. And because he texts you once in a while and gives you just enough to keep you hooked, you tell yourself, this is a sign he's interested and he's the one, right? If you want to avoid being in that position, don't let your mind play tricks on you. Resist the temptation to only fall a guy based on what he has, like money and charisma. Rather, go for a guy based on how he treats you.
Good job, because, you get treated badly because you skip good. Moving right along.
So why are people drawn?
Why am I drawn to people who don't treat me well?
Always, this is going to be familiar from your family of origin. If you were talked down to as a kid, or ignored, or mistreated in any way, if there was any abuse or neglect, whether that's physical or emotional, then when you meet somebody that is also condescending or critical or demeaning or cold, then that's going to feel like home to you. That's Imago theory. You're going to fall for this person. You're going to feel this very overwhelming, deep in love feeling. And through therapy, you can figure out why you keep being drawn to people who don't treat you well. And sometimes when you figure out
therapy's
really
good.
Just a learned behavior,
Therapy's really good.
You really stop having that attraction. You can see behind the scenes and you just stop.
So that's just what it is, I guess. Again, therapy's good. But you ladies, you just kind of sort of are attracted to, I don't even want to say you're attracted to the red flags, but it's like you look at those and be like, oh, he's such a, oh, you guys, you really need to think about that. Moving right along, though.
We do not want to be your number one priority. Despite what everybody thinks and everybody wants, we want that queen, that princess mentality. The underlying truth is that we like the attention, but we don't want to be your everything. You know what's hot is when you put yourself first and you prioritize you. So a lot of the time when women are going more after that bad boy figure, it's because they're not giving them the attention that they want and that they're seeking, making them hard to get. Now, over time, this becomes toxic in the long run. However, there is a really good balance to be had where you don't have to be selfish and but a healthy amount of putting your wants and your needs first, showing us that you have a healthy social life, that you care about the things that you do, that you care about the schedule of
when you find time for us, that time is much more valued.
A little bit all over the place she was, but a basic and direct point for the men was they like to be ignored. Don't chase too much, just a little. She said it, not me. Also, she was saying that you women, you like the fact that he's talking to multiple other people, and it's almost like you have to fight for his attention. Maybe you need to see about that part. And moving right along.
Been attracted to men who display dark triad personality traits. Like, why is there a trope of women attracted to bad boys? Bad boys aren't going to be the guys that are like going through these like extravagant courtship. Let me bring you flowers. I'm really fucking into you. They're going to actually be the guy who's kind of the jerk, who's kind of the asshole, who actually isn't really like giving you that attention you want.
First of all, I think there's like multiple studies that show most women are not really attracted to dark triad traits. But the subsection of women who are attracted to that, they still want the bad boy to be a simp. The fantasy there is, oh, this guy who doesn't give a fuck about anyone cares about me. Yes, yes, the flowers.
To her delusion, most women are actually attracted to those, but moving right along, y'all get the basis of the conversation. Y'all understand what I'm trying to tell y'all. Just have to pay attention to yourself. It's more so, why are you picking the person that you're picking, and was that a good reason to pick that person? So just make sure you know that you chose for a good reason. But again, moving right along.
Here's the thing. We as women definitely cannot resist a bad boy. Why? Because he comes in with confidence. All right? He comes in saying things. You can tell he has an air of understanding women to a certain extent. He speaks womenese, that's what I call it. He's familiar with women, and you can tell by his demeanor that he's not just talking to you, okay? He's got a roster. And women like men that are desired by other women. I don't care what a woman says. If a man is desired by other women, he's automatically more attractive. Let's be real.
That's facts.
Also, bad boys have the air of being able to protect, like they're gonna fight, that they're gonna if something was to go down, they got your back. They're gonna be able to make sure that you are safe.
As well.
There's a sense of safety that a woman feels.
Just saying.
And lastly, bad boys are not stunting you, okay? You
know
they've got other women, and that is what makes them appealing. They're not tripping on you. If they lose you, they got others.
That's crazy. Yo, did we just hear that? Like almost back to back? Moving right along. A male perspective. The main reason why good women always attract very bad boys to men.
Very bad boys or bad men. The answer is simple.
Let's have
bad boys show all the qualities that a good man has. Masculinity, the energy, leadership.
Yeah.
But the problem is when a woman falls in love with this man from showing her the good qualities, eventually the man starts showing the real bad qualities. And remember, the woman is already deep into his life and being led by him. Some continue tolerating him and cannot leave him alone. And that's why many good women attract and stay with very bad men for a long time. Now you know. Help me to share this video. And thank you for watching.
No problem. So from a male perspective, it's kind of sort of the same thing. Wow. Moving right along.
This is why you're not attracted to a secure, healthy, stable partner that you should be. I'm a professional relationship coach with a degree in psychology, so if you want legit advice, hit that follow button.
She's a professional.
Here's the reason why you're not attracted to the safe, secure person. Because your nervous system is addicted to the highs and lows of an emotionally unavailable and unstable partnership. So when you meet someone that's actually secure, they're going to feel super boring to your nervous system. You're not going to feel that spark that everyone's always looking for. And that's actually a really good thing. What you need to do is catch yourself. If you start going on dates with people and you're not feeling the spark, great. That's how you know somebody is probably good for you.
Good job. See? I really believe her. I'm not lying. I really, really believe her. Just for the simple fact, a lot of you women date for the thrill and the excitement. Like the butterflies in your stomach. So, you know. Anyway, though, moving right along.
On this up and down roller coaster of dating bad boys, toxic guys, where there were constant highs and lows, and I got addicted to them. That is why people play you around. That constant high, low, chasing, withdrawing affection, wondering when they're going to text you back, how long they're going to take to reply. It's addictive. That's why we end up in situationships with these people. That's why we end up chasing emotionally unavailable guys that aren't even good for us. In comparison, you start dating a good guy that likes you and is showing up for you, and he actually communicates his interest in you. It's too predictable. It's too available. I don't know if I like this guy. He's not interesting enough. I don't have these butterflies. I don't have that like spark and sense of passion. Wrong. All of those sparks and passion you are mistaking for true interest, where really only your addiction to the boy fairground rides. I used to.
So funny she is. Again, these women are saying basically the same thing, even from the male perspective. It's all the fact that you women like to be ignored. You like, actually the chase is crazy. Most of you claim you are the prize, but you want to chase. And then when you get the guy that you're chasing who didn't make you the prize from the beginning, like the guys who you're actually skipping over who's making you the prize, then you get upset and say there are no good men in the world because he didn't make you a prize. He never thought you were a prize in the beginning, but you chose him instead of choosing one of those good men who had already chose you. This shit is ridiculous. Get it together, ladies. God bless. Great day.